options. You have 14 options. Fantasy goals is selected.
Hi guys. Hi guys. I blame Bob. This little guy here is the reason that I didn't go live.
Entering franchise hub screen things to do.
I believe he stepped on the stream deck and brought up. I should have checked it. It's on me. I was like, man, I can't believe no one's in chat. Wait a minute. Oh god. Well, hi everyone. I did a bunch of stuff, including my intro, where I talked about how you could support the content if you so chose. Did that. And then we launched Madden, and I played the first preseason game in my Face the Franchise for the current Buccaneer season.
Off rush yards home. Off yards game home 506 away 3. Entering franchise hub screen. Advance week. Things to do. You have 2 options. Next week is selected.
Well, oops.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
So yes, welcome to Madden, everyone. So far, we have just started this preseason. We lost our first preseason game. Not my fault. I was only in for 1 quarter. That's how preseason works.
Play preseason. Start weekly training. Start simulate 637 XP. Advance week. Play preseason game is selected. Entering. Ready.
Well, who knows? Maybe now people will join chat. Major oops on my part there. Major oopses.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With that, let's head over to Raymond James Stadium in Tampa for the call of this one. We bring in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you, and I'll tell you what.
Hey, you know what he just said, guys? He said, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the
Bull,
field here
bull,
today.
bull,
Not only
bull,
that,
bull.
these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
Yeah, you tell him, Charles Davis. You tell him. Tell him all about it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal.
Holy cow. Hang on.
Entering pause screen.
Hey, Boozle, getting that 13-month streak. Thank you, Boozle, my friend, for the resub. Thank you. Appreciate it. Also, Bob, he is a thing. He is a person. He is a cat that I have. He is here on the stream. He's in my lap. Oh, he's being a good kitty. He's being a kitty. Alright. So the first thing we do is get a touchdown. Cool, awesome.
First here on their opening drive. Well, you gotta like that start on both sides of the football. You force the
Angry
three
cat
out and you
returns.
score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't.
That was a very short first possession. Ready, ready! Ready, ready!
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Muscles him off. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3.
Oh!
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. 14 yards.
Chris
there,
Godwin,
bucket
bro.
for first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense.
So Bob is the reason it took me forever to go live, because I didn't realize I wasn't live. Apparently Bob has probably opened one of the menus on the stream deck, so my go live button did something else.
49-yard line.
Oops.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I'll be give much more balance than this. Big time run, big time.
Oh, by the way, Boozle.
By
the way, Boozle, since you're here.
Entering pause screen to zoom.
Since you're here, Boozle, I might as well tell you. Bob didn't open anything. Well, no, you wouldn't know though. I'm talking about the menu on the Stream Deck, meaning that the way you configure a Stream Deck is you can set it up so you press one button and it changes the function of the other buttons to do other things. It's kind of like a menu, although it's not really a menu, I guess. It's more like it changes the options. It's like a folder of options. So we have a couple buttons set up like that way, and I'm assuming he stepped on one, which is why my Go Live button changed into another function, and thus did not make me go live. But anyway, since you're here, Boozle, you remember how we talked about Persona the first Saturday of every month? It's a great idea, don't get me wrong, and I would love to do it. But this Saturday I can't do it because I'll be in California. Doing what I was made to do.
Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch. Though.
Actually, we'll be coming back from California that day, but still.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this defense.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
But now they got to get ready. It's first.
It feels pretty good every time I get that call. Let me tell you. Let me tell you.
And not a whole lot there. He does
I think it will. I think it will. I'm fairly confident it's going to go well.
Once already tonight as he got into the end zone, he was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't it?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal.
Come on now.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
I guess that didn't count? I don't know. Whatever.
this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
And able to get this one across the 45.
Pass interference. Oh, thank you.
Down. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover.
Hey, defense, you might want to shore it up a little bit there, buddies.
Like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. But they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old school football players. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Power football. Power. Okay. It's football with power.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. It's Hunt. And shutting him off now.
Oh, man.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 35. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Oh, you best believe. Ready. Ready.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. This is caught.
Oh, wow. Unnecessary roughness.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he did on that play.
That's caught at the 3. That's going to go as
Orange one, it has to be you. And I'm right. Yay!
A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he should.
Welcome, my friend.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at
Oh my God.
him for trying to make
We got a lot of singles. Refund. Thank you for the bits. Thank you very much for the bits. All them singles, I appreciate that.
Trying to run with Hunt, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
You see, refund. You are the a reason I got a touchdown just there. Yeah, I sure did.
Into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that...
Alright, so I should be out of the game for the rest of the game now. There we go.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises.
Hey, that's cool. That's cool.
But they did what they needed to do.
That's completely appreciated. Thank you very much for the bits. I really genuinely appreciate every single one of them. Thank you very much.
Was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gunn, saying so long, everybody.
All right, another preseason game down. We'll probably do the whole preseason, honestly, this stream, because there's short games except for the last one. So. Oh man, you got a point. Oh man, wow, Tyler, that sucks, dude. You're not supposed to be getting points.
Things to do, you have 2 options.
Tyler, my friend. That is tremendous. That is tremendous, Orange One. And honestly, if I know Microsoft as well as I think I do nowadays, I'm pretty sure it probably will include blindness. So, yeah, definitely go for it, bro. Definitely go for it.
Start weekly training. Play pre. Start weekly. Simulate 637 XP. Advance week. Play preseason game is selected. Entering team. Ready.
Well, no. I actually disagree a little bit. Oryx One, this is not a franchise. No, this is my face of the franchise. Because someone hasn't played their franchise games. I disagree with that slightly, though, Tyler. Their accessibility efforts began before the adaptive controller came out. When we really noticed it, we as blind people really noticed it, was when they released Narrator on Xbox One, and it worked so well, except for the kind of laggy performance of it originally. It worked so well that it was shocking to most, I think. And that's when we really started noticing it. That was before the adaptive controller came out.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit CD at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do in the normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide.
Well, yeah, but even it's
and get them going again in the third
it's hard
quarter,
to,
so they're ready to go when the regular season begins.
It's hard to make this point,
how these
but
coaches will handle that.
It doesn't matter that it was easy for them to do it. The fact that they did it and gave it controller support, which I understand was a little bit more difficult to do, because there actually there was a little bit more work involved than you might be thinking. Because I did hear that they had to work on giving narrator controller support because they had to decide what would be read aloud to you as you move through options with the controller as opposed to moving through it with a keyboard, arrow keys. Yeah, so it doesn't to me it doesn't matter that it was easy. The fact is they did it. They didn't have to do it. No matter what anyone says, they didn't have to do it, but they did. And I think that's when, to me, it's sort of becoming clear that Microsoft was, kind of going for it with accessibility, and then they've only increased their efforts, more and more ever since then. Let's do this!
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt, and he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They run with Hunt. And they get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get the first, the decision to run.
I think it's possible.
Plenty of things to talk
consoles
about
are heavy these days, really heavy.
On the first drive. How about how they're responding?
I think it's very possible they might release it on Xbox One, yeah.
To keep their drive alive.
It might even be a cross-play kind of deal, too.
Here's 1st and 10.
Cross-buy, cross-play.
He'll drop to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Gavin. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
You might be right if they're focusing on that market, but I don't know if they want to maximize their user base. I would release it on both.
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown. I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect. Try and be aggressive.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay. That's cool.
Pickup of 20 yards.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker, can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? On the run, this is Hunt. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Come on, set 70, Indy.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Well, you got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
Alrighty then. Doing well in this preseason game so far.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team are defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles.
Who, what now?
But when he can make a play himself.
Oh, really?
Entering ball screen resume.
Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Sorry, you got beat, Tyler.
There, that's a big day.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. This is Hunt on the draw play. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it second down and 12. Here we go on second and 12. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown,
Nice.
Tampa Bay. Mike Evans.
Nice.
69 yards as his guys have now moved out in front. And there, Charles, he lined up out left, ran the post, caught it over the middle, and the rest, as they say, is history.
And you have to love the scheme that they just showed there, because if you're going to run a deep post, you ordinarily have to get a safety out of the middle of the field. And you do it one of 2 ways. Either by running routes at him that carries him away from it, or you either freeze him in the middle with routes that run
Oh my
underneath
God,
so he
that's
doesn't
so
get
cool.
depth. Then you throw it over the top and go
Wow.
with a successful
I
play
love
that
that.
was.
I love the idea behind that orange one. I love that. I kind of want to hear this thing now. I may not be smart enough for flight simulators, but I am kind of passively interested. That's why I've tuned into some of your streams, man. I am kind of interested. It's a weird kind of interest where I know I couldn't do what you do, but I'm willing to listen to it sometimes. It does intrigue me.
A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got done, and that leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. That makes 3rd down a lot more interesting.
It certainly does. How about the example of situational football there? And
they'll run on 1st down. Hunt, and here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now back to throw. And he's into
Well, there we go.
the zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
this is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
I'm gonna let you take that, Orange one.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Most teams in the league hitting the three-quarter pole in the preseason. The whole league will be in action next Thursday night to wrap it all up.
Oh, really?
And then we start for real
All right.
a week
That's
after that
weird
with the
to
NFL
me, but
kickoff
all right.
game. In our game, expect to see the starters for at least one more drive. Something to look forward to as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Huh. Well, I guess they have their reasons. I don't know.
They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
It's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. 20! And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a gain of 35.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Yeah, man.
So how about this for field position after the big play?
I get that. I get that. Back at the job I used to do, I got to that point too. Nothing surprised me.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
I used to work at a call center, an outsourced call center. So they had a whole bunch of different clients that they took calls for.
And there's going to be a stoppage here.
Oh,
Booth
no.
wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
And let's just say they do not treat their employees very well at all. And I got so used to that it was kind of disturbing how unsurprised I was by bad treatment. Yay, counted. Yay.
Set. 60
Oh, yeah.
First down. It's Hunt. And from
Yeah, there were
the
funny
40
calls.
into the
There were
on a pickup of 4.
there were terrible abusive calls. You know, I got it all.
They've got them pinned down deep, and on the first play, they gave up a run.
I worked there for 10 years.
Offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for, right?
And many of it I was in management.
Perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after
Open man is Miller. He's got it.
There you go, Tyler.
Way up past the
Hopefully that answers your question.
before he's taken down. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Gets by him, and now a little daylight.
Yeah, it does. It's pretty long. I think it's like
well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way
I think it's like 400 characters or something like that, but it's
and he's been a whole lot of fun to
yeah,
watch.
yeah, it's got a limit.
So
I learned that when I was setting up
territory
Nightbot
now.
commands.
Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal on the counter. Hunt. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. 2nd and 5. And he's got his tight end Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed.
Boom, shaka-laka, boom, shaka-laka, boom, shaka, boom. And I'm out of the game for this game. And we hopefully will win. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. Thank you very much.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get
overtime again.
With you in this
overtime.
I got
what the heck?
A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
No,
the Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
It wasn't my fault. Oh, really? Dude, Oryx won. Dude, bro.
Entering XP feedback screen.
When you're done with that, I want to try it. I want to try it. Tyler, one real quick thing I want to point out. OCR is a band-aid solution. Know what I mean? We don't want OCR to be the solution to all accessibility problems. So the readout you're talking about, we don't want to have to use OCR on that. We want it to be something that's narrated to us automatically by the game. You know? Another dud, huh? Oh boy.
Entering franchise hubs, advanced, U-Docs for advanced things to do. You have 2 options. Next week is selected.
Another dud. Another dud.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Play preseason. Start weekly training.
Alright, let's play the final preseason game.
Advanced week. Play preseason game is selected.
And this game should be a full game, so that's kind of cool.
Entering. Ready.
That's pretty cool. Everybody man.
Matching hundreds. It's a coach. Your own first in the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see teams with a couple of running backs who each went over 100 yards a weekend ago.
Yeah, Sappy's an option, or you could use, I mean, you could use human voicing too if you wanted to, but Sappy's an option. There's other speech engines out there they could integrate. They could just give it, they could actually give it screen reader support too. You know, there's a lot of different ways they can approach that.
Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
Between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I would, you know, I'm an optimist though when it comes to accessibility, but I will say, Orange One, that I would be surprised if some effort wasn't made with the new simulator.
You're right. Not much in the way of starters, key veterans, key backups, but the guys who have to make the team, struggling for those few spots that are open, we'll see them the entire time. But you and I both know this as well. There will be a surprise cut or two from guys who didn't actually play in this game tonight thinking that they were safe.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm curious. I'm definitely curious. Let me know how that goes. Like, if you see any more news on it, let me know. I am genuinely curious about that. I want to follow that.
Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when you're open, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that one.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 16 yards, a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football.
The previous plays under review. What a bunch of crap.
I
said, what a bunch of crap.
And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
What a bunch of crap. Wow.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Out of the gun now on third down. Airing this one out for Evans.
Yes! That was beautiful.
Mike Evans, 34 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
They'll run on first down. Punt.
Yeah, poor Kareem. I mean, poor Kareem. No.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin.
There we go. We made it up and then some.
First down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
He's going to go. That's caught the 25.
Woo!
Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 58 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because it's just what you described. They ran it the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play.
Woo! They pulled me out already, huh? All right. That's fine. Pull out your winning quarterback. That's cool. You know, I get it. Want to give the other guys some time. Okay. Cool. Whatevs.
Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, they're not going to tell me who won.
Good night.
Hang on.
Tampa.
Post-game report, player stats. Score summary. Entering statistics screen. Scoring summary. Total TG. M. Evans 34-yard pass from S. Cloak. US House kick 349. Hit C. Boswell 49. TG. M. Evans 34-yard pass from S. Cloak. US House.
Okay, yes, that was our touchdown.
49. C. Boswell 49-yard FG.
Field goal. They got a field goal.
Tiki, C. Godwin 58-yard pass from S. Cloak, US House.
Okay, so that's another touchdown. So it's 14-3 at that point.
Tiki, S. Miller 24-yard pass from Jerry S. House.
Okay, so now it's 21-3. You got to be kidding me.
J. Samuels 11.
Okay, 21-10.
C. Boswell kick 101. Tiki, S. House kick 30.
Okay, 24-10.
0-12. C. Boswell 54.
24-13.
J. Samuels 27-yard pass from M. Rudolph to PG.
24-20 at that point. Oh wait, did you say 2 point?
J. Samuels 27-yard pass
Yeah.
from M. Rudolph to PG.
Okay, so 24-21. Oh my God.
Snell Jr.
Yep, 24-20. Oh my God. Wow. They won. Oh my God. A scoring blitz at the end. Wow, dud.
Post-game. Finish game.
That's Rud. That's Rud, dud. It's Rud. I did not say they were allowed to win anything. It's alright, it was preseason, it's fine. Because you see, in every preseason game that I've lost, I've always known that it wasn't my fault, so it's okay.
Entering franchise hubs, advanced U-Docs, advanced things to do. You have 2 options. Next week is selected.
Yeah.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Start week.
Set season goal, okay.
Entering season goal screen, you have 3 options. You have 2 options. Passing yards is selected. You have 3 options. 15 is selected. You have 2 options. Passing touchdowns. You have 3 options.
We're gonna go for 25 passing touchdowns as my season goal. Boom.
Commit your goal for the year. Entering franchise hub screen, things to do. Play start weekly train. Simulate 637 XP.
Let's play a season game.
Game is selected.
This will be the first full game we've actually played.
Entering team select screen, the Tampa Bay. Ready?
Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between America's team, the
America.
Dallas Cowboys, and the Tampa
I'm fighting
Bay
against America.
Buccaneers. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, is Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just to the west of you, Coach, on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between
And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The wait is finally over. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. What I want to know is how did Brandon Godden and Charles Davis get around to commentate every single game at the same time? Very curious.
Set 70, Indy. Go.
On first down, it's Hunt, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs.
When I watch him, I don't think of his vision at all.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
That one covers
There you go.
29 yards, first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
They'll set up a throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
Dang it.
He'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. 2nd and 10. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well,
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Oh.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
well, that sucked.
Ready, break. Watch it, ready.
They'll run on first down. Hunt, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Hunt. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They run the counter. Plays 3 again. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Wait, there's an update?
56 yards.
Or has it just been a while? So you highlight the game and press the options button on the game, and that'll bring up a menu, kind of a quick menu, and check for updates is in there.
May not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Whoosh, and off he goes.
Ready up. 55. Check 55. Mike. Let go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
We got a long field ahead of us.
First down completion only netted them 3. Second and 7. They'll run. This is Hunt. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Oh, why does that happen?
The clock will stop as he's
Why
able
does
to
that
get up and
happen?
Spike it here.
I hate it. I hate it. I want that never to happen ever.
On first down, it's Hunt. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the... And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Right.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Oh, he fakes a spike, and he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided to
So you're right.
down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On third down, here's Hunt. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
Well, that sucks. So Oryx 1, you're right. It looks like sometimes scrambling can be automatic, because I definitely didn't tell him to do that, but he scrambled on his own.
Ready. 70. Indy.
Back to throw. And Blake, the tight end's got it. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge differences we know between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
7 yards there and a first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not thrown perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
So now you make me want to check.
Phoenix Wright, Madden NFL 20. Upload, add to full, check for update his, check for. Confirm.
Yeah.
Check for
I have the
update.
latest. Okay, I have the latest version.
Installed
Okay.
application. Home screen. Madden NFL 20. Madden NFL 20.
On the ready.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. The big gainer there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
Okay, yeah. I don't know who is. I didn't check. I just saw that I couldn't advance. So.
We're pretty, excited about the big plays. Let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. This is Hunt. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. Back now in Tampa. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Back now in Tampa. They'll look to throw here. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, but it's going to be 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
There we go.
It's tight end Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard there to make the grab. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions.
All right. There's my first touchdown pass of the season. I need 24 more of those to meet my goal.
They'll run on 1st down. Hunt, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably run this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. He'll drop to throw. Throw right side caught by O.J. Howard. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught just inside the 10. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. And he can't get a throw
Ow.
off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Bucs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now,
Dang
here's
it.
a look for the end zone, but that
I had to
one
try.
can't end up
I had to
in.
try.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game.
Post
The
game
first game
report
of the
players
year.
stats.
Let's keep going.
Finish
So
game.
for Tampa Bay, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit
Woo!
1-0 as they win
Woo!
by a touchdown. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a
Good
chance
start,
to
good
redeem
start.
themselves at home.
We got a good
next
start.
week.
We got a good start.
10 seconds with the 5 check to see if I can roll my franchise tag. 3:59 p.m.
We got a lot of time too. All right, so let's. What shall I do?
Entering XP feedback screen, you have 2 options. You have 18 options. Fantasy goals is selected. Entering franchise hub screen, things to do. Advanced Udox scores. Advanced things to do, you have 2 options. Next week is selected.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
New message. Start week. New message. X
Okay, here we go. Blah 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 blah. Respect. Blah 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 and blah 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 blah. I legitimately don't care about those anymore. I hate to say it, but I really don't.
Start week. Simulate 600.
I still would like it if they were read to us by the narration, but ultimately I have lost my caring for those messages.
Advanced week. Play season game is selected.
Let's go. Let's go back.
Enter. Yes. Entering main menu screens. Franchise. Ultimate
Let's go
team.
to
Exhibition. Ultimate team.
let's go to exhibition. Let's go to exhibition.
Exhibition. Exhibition pop-up menu. You have 5 options. Play now is selected. Entering play now live screen. You have 9 options. Entering select Ravens 2-1. Browns 1-2.
Yeah, good. They have this. They have the game that just happened yesterday. Up here to play. So I'm gonna play it. And I gotta say, we were on point yesterday. We were on point yesterday. Yes, we were. Going into this game, the Ravens were, I believe they were #1 in scoring in the league. And we shut that down. I mean, we didn't completely shut it down, but we really slowed it down.
Football on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Mark Ingram, fresh off a big performance a weekend ago, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cleveland Browns. Along Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Yep, and we did. In reality, in real life, we're 2-2 now.
Want to start a new streak, and they both wanted to be a victory.
So hopefully I
This
can
should be a fun one.
imitate that in this game.
In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Second-year quarterback Lamar Jackson trotting out there to lead this Ravens offense. And week 1 for Lamar Jackson was just sensational. 17-20, 324 yards, 5 touchdowns. And Charles, he only ran the ball 3 times in that game.
The 5 touchdowns tied a franchise record. But I come back to your last point because it is a point of emphasis.
Really?
Only ran it 3
Entering pause screen.
Huh. The blind... Okay. The blind gamer tenacity. Well, dang it. I might get it too then. My only thing is, I have the blind gamer tenacity, but do I know enough about basketball to actually play the game? I don't know. I feel like the first thing that's gonna happen is I'm gonna have the ball and then go the wrong way. I don't know. I want to think about it though because I want to play it. I want to play it.
Go sky high throwing it. He could be very dangerous as the season goes on. That's a development that they've needed to see from Lamar Jackson.
And think about this. Now, yes, he did not start every game last
Oh, okay.
year, but he only threw 6 touchdown passes all of last season.
All right.
5 in week 1. And a very good offensive unit here. One of the reasons they're so good is running back Mark Ingram.
Took a little while for him to find his footing when he got into the league, but the former Heisman Trophy winner has it now and has really upped his pass receiving potential. A nice player.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. It's complete to Brown, right side. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. And they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense.
Yeah, so when they went into this game, the Ravens were the #1 overall offense. And we beat them.
On 3rd down, Jackson rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he has green in front of him.
Joy is here! Joy is here! Thank you for the bit, Joy.
Keep in mind, 80% of those came in the 7-game stretch when he was named starter late in the season.
Much love for the Joy.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive
It's going well.
line to
It's
take
going well.
control of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case.
Honestly, the anticipation is building every day for the trip to California. I mean, it's hard to keep my mind off of it because I want to go there so much. And I can't wait.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. but now it's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. You never want to give up a sack, and from the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So on fourth down,
So far, it's basically imitating the way it went in the actual game, with a couple of exceptions, because they did score, obviously, but a couple of exceptions. Our defense is outplaying their offense. That's what happened. That's what happened yesterday.
24-year-old quarterback Baker Mayfield bringing out the Cleveland Browns. Week 1 for Baker through the 3 interceptions, 25 of 38, 285 yards. He did have a touchdown to go along with the 3 picks, but not the week 1 that Baker was envisioning.
Not at all, because he doesn't envision that. What he sees is throwing 3 touchdown passes and making big plays, and those will come before the season is over. He's too talented, and so is this Browns roster. But they didn't help themselves at all. 10 penalties, 107 yards in the first half. Ended up with 18 penalties total for 182 yards. You're not going to win very many games when you're that sloppy.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. A look now at the lineup defensively for the Ravens. And they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
You have no idea. You have no idea how hard that is. Oh, God. It really is.
So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
And he's got his man. That's Landry. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
It is monumentally difficult.
The 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. The numbers for Beckham in last week's effort. 6 catches, 56 yards.
And in doing preparation for the game, you notice where guys rank in the league in terms of statistical categories. He's 4th in the league in receiving yards. That caught my attention in a positive way.
No, I will never take that risk. I will never take that risk. How easy would it be for someone to clip it real quick, or even, like, you know, record it live? I know what age we're in. We're in the age of computers. No way am I doing that.
Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Well, that was big right there, because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. 1, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. So 2 first downs, and that
it's
moves
true.
the ball to the 42.
It's very true.
1st and 10. Mayfield. Caught left side. It's Beckham.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Right, exactly.
Odell Beckham. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. following the touchdown. Here's Seibert now to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Charles, let's talk more about Baltimore in week 1 and what they did, putting up 59 points. They made it a point, speaking of points, to get some weapons around Lamar Jackson. Well, Mark Ingram was really good out of the backfield. And how about the rookie, Hollywood Brown? He was sensational.
Concerns about him coming out of the draft.
If you have it, you want to share it. If you share it, you haven't got it.
And didn't get a chance to have a full off season of work. Well,
Time?
He didn't really need it, did he? 147
I believe that is
yards,
time.
2 touchdowns, 130 yards in the first quarter of his first game in the NFL. And Baltimore ends up setting franchise records for most points in the first half with 42 and most points in a game with 59.
Oh.
We're used to the grinded out Baltimore Ravens. They may be the explosive Baltimore Ravens.
Speaking of Hollywood Brown,
maybe
he
free
got to
time.
camp. Linebacker
Maybe that's how I
Patrick
should have worded it,
also
free
said,
time.
I can't call you Hollywood yet. You haven't earned it. You're just Holly. Well, maybe now he's Hollywood. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26.
Oh, right. That makes sense.
Out of the gun, they give
That makes more sense than what I
He's going to get about
Never
7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram, he goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield, although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Same exact result as last play. Pickup of 11. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read. Better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the
Scrambling
20.
always works in this game.
There on the scramble.
Dang it.
Gets them a 1st down. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. 1st and 10 at the 19. Here's Ingram. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On the draw, this is Ingram. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Yeah, they're going to get the field goal. We better do it. Okay. Last possible second.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and excited
rare.
is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Higgins. That one a first down pickup of 8.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Damien in his house. Damien, I will tell you what's up. As I was telling Joy,
so we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score.
I'm having difficulty not thinking about my trip to California because it's so exciting, and even more difficulty not talking about it because I can't say anything except I'm going to California because non-disclosure agreements. But
first,
that's what's up with me.
On this final weekend,
I'm leaving in 2 days, and it's like,
We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Titans on top as that one draws close to halftime. Marcus Mariota, a touchdown pass. From there, we'll head up to Indy to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. The Colts looking to solve that one, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And it's the visiting Washington Redskins who have the lead in that one. Paul Richardson, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is our score. Will we see things open up in the second half?
It's hard to contain the excitement, and it's been hard to contain the secret for 2 years.
And Charles Davis.
You know. I can't wait till I can tell you, Joy, everyone, the world, the universe, alternate universes.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
All day, baby, let's go! Let's go!
So here are the Browns to take over. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they got the victory last week against the Rams, so some good momentum as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's upended at the 33.
Oh, that's cool.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry.
Yay! Celebratory
He's
toast
such a
for
good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
I would like some
And you know what
celebratory
I've
toasters
observed
for
over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are,
That's good.
the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A first down throw from Mayfield.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll run with Chubb at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard to the 6 to the 5.
Oh, that's cool.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Yep, we sure can.
Caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dontrell Hilliard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good.
My favorites, of course, are the chocolate-filled ones.
So that one an 8-play drive. It spans
Of course.
75 yards. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland.
I am who I am.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board and get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them.
I don't think I've had the ones that taste like donuts. I don't think.
That done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a
Blueberry's good too. Yeah, I've had blueberry ones. I've had the blueberry ones. Those are good. Yeah, I agree with that.
For a second straight play. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one...
And that actually, this reflects reality right here. We really did shut down the running game.
And they stopped him behind
for the most part
this
week.
A few times and made some adjustments. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And this will complete to Seth Roberts. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach?
Ow.
Right to turnovers?
You
Sounded like it hurt.
As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Throwing, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A run for Nick Chubb. He'll get only a couple. Defensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Oh my God, how did that happen?
And now it's third down. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third.
Wow.
Escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
He ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
They actually managed to stop us. What do you know?
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. And avoids the contact by sliding. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
He actually did this a couple times in the real game. He really does scramble a lot. It is really a thing that he does.
Now Jackson on first down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Jackson to throw. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, I've gotten much better with passing, yeah.
Now they need the
I've gotten much calmer.
For a first. To throw is Jackson.
I think that was my honest problem, is I was pressing too many buttons. Because I was so, like, frantic about it. Like, I need to throw it. I need to throw it.
First down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line.
And the drawback is that sometimes I get sacked, but I think ultimately it's worth it. It's worth taking the chance just to be calm about it, not press too many buttons, and throw at the right time.
Having time to talk it over. And it's caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free. 3rd and goal, Jackson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the fourth. So the deficit now 3 after the huge conversion, but they need to get the football back.
So this is where special teams really comes into play, because getting the ball back, it starts with this next kickoff. How do they get downfield? Either jar it loose or get the ball back themselves. That's going to be key for them.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
He's got the lane.
Bye, guys.
He goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
Now, by the way, even that last run by Chubb kind of mirrors reality, although not quite. Nick Chubb had the, I believe it is the 3rd longest touchdown run in the NFL's history yesterday, with an 88-yard touchdown run. 88 yards. Beautiful.
Down by 10, under a minute 20 to go. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery, but first things first. 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I didn't hear him throw it. That was weird.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I missed the throw sound.
Throwing now is
there it
Jackson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process. Now it's Jackson, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Jackson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now Jackson. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. This will be caught inside the 10.
I admire their efforts. I admire their efforts, but it's not going to be enough.
10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And Jackson throwing once more. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown.
That's great, but they're still going to be 1 point behind.
Too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about finish this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory.
It ended the same way the actual game ended, except it wasn't nearly this close in reality. I believe it was 40 to
games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, I think? Not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks.
I can't remember Baltimore's score. It might be 25.
Browns, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.
The 49ers next week. All right, cool.
Baltimore, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. That'll do it. Gordon, alongside Charles Davis. Thanks for
that was fun.
Continue round season pop-up.
Return to the main menu of doom.
Entering main menu screen.
All right. We have about an hour left. I think. Well, a little less than an hour, but I think now we'll go ahead and cruise into Ultimate Team. So let me get my USB cable so I can use remote play. That's not the right cable. That's a lightning cable. What are you doing? Me? There it is. There we go. I found it. I found it. Yeah, I know. I'm kind of with you on that. But it is what it is. There we go. Gonna make a few changes here. Desktop audio goes bye-bye.
Okay, button. Space. 7 live dashboard. 0.
Well, come on, NVIDIA. You can do it. No. You refuse? There. I did the hard way.
Desktop lit. OBS 247. General Discord row 7. Start win. PS4 remote play. Cancel button. 7. Live dashboard. Settings button.
Blah, 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 blah.
Start space. Press. Settings button.
Change controllers. Change controller.
PS4 remote play.
All right. We're all set.
Franchise. Exhibition. Face of the franchise. Ultimate Team.
Let's go in Ultimate Team, see what we can, see what havoc we can wreak.
Pop-up dismiss. Pop-up dismiss. Missions. There are no missions available at this
Yeah.
time.
We know this a lot.
Welcome to Ultimate Team. Welcome to Ultimate Epoch. Team of the Week. Legend of the Week. NFL Epics. Team Builders. Team Diamonds. But Superstars. New in the training store. Series progression. But dedication.
Oh, they took.
Team Builder. NFL Epic. Legends.
They took away the 100 thing.
Welcome to Ultimate
Aw,
Team.
man.
Welcome to Ultimate Team. Welcome to Ultimate Team.
I can never play Ultimate Team fast enough, apparently. Oh, that makes me sad.
Ultimate Epoch. Welcome to Ultimate Team. Welcome to Ultimate Team. Entering mission select screen. You have 15 options. You have Masters is selected. Masters is selected. Juju wants to join your team. Masters is selected. Entering mission steps screen. You have 3 options from 6 ultimate trainers. Tokens is selected. Entering ways to complete screen. Play challenges is selected. Entering assemble your team challenge screen. You have 5 options. Next level is selected. Keep threats is selected. The next level. Entering the next level sequence screen. You have 11 options. Steel in your spine is selected. Stay on your own side. Treacherous spice.
Did we do this one? It's hard to remember.
PS4 remote play.
Keep up with all this
Recognize
stuff.
5 foot require gain 20 dip easy play solo. East dip 29. Gain 200 yards by halftime. Requirements. Gain 200 yards by halftime. PS4 remote.
I can't remember if we did this or not. Dang it.
Record 70. Challenge 5 4-point requirement. Gain 200 PS.
I think we did.
Entering the hash winning.
Yeah, hashtag winning.
Hash winning.
Recognize twin challenge 4 require 79. Requirements. 7 difficulty hard. Play co-op Sterling Hillary tournament Taki Mega back. District score 30 points by halftime.
Score 30 points by halftime, yeah.
Conditions. Home 1 first and 10 4 PS4.
Entering the amped up sequence setup. You have 10 options. Easy is
Record 7 easy. Play killer terminate Taki 1 Mega array back. Descript score 2 touchdowns and gain 70 yards this quarter.
Score 2 touchdowns and gain.
Score 2 touchdowns and gain 70 yards
70
this quarter.
yards this quarter.
Conditions. Home 1 first and 10 first. Control 4 o'clock 30. Requirements. Score 2 touchdowns.
All right, let's try this. I don't think we did this.
Play solo.
7. Live down. Visited. Search button. Clickable. Enter a title. Edit. Search. E button. Clickable link my markers. Description. Out of edit. Keep enjoying. A ring. Need. Graphic clickable 13-month subscriber. 1 year badge. Badge link. Graphic Twitch Prime badge button. A Rinks 1 desktop audio is still a thing.
Desktop audio is still. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Hang on. No.
OBS 2. General.
Oh,
Scene
sorry,
transit.
guys.
Control. App audio. Sources with.
Blame Bob. I'll fix that.
Scenes.
Hello,
Volume.
everyone. You're
Properties.
watching
New
Ultimate Challenge. And I'm your host.
New desktop.
And I'm your host, the Coach.
There you go. Sorry,
This
guys.
challenge, you need to complete
Thanks, Orange
all
One.
the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu.
All right. Score 2 touchdowns this quarter. Gain 70 yards this quarter. Okay.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger and complete to Lewis over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 28.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge stick. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down.
Oh, come on.
So let's see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. McCaffrey following the penalty. Space to run past the 20.
There, how you like that?
Touchdown, Cleveland. Christian McCaffrey, 33 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So they start this game just like they won. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run.
Oh, I
Because
forgot
of
it
the
was
distance. And being able to do that, that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos head out for their first drive, and at the controls in his first season in the Mile High City, a former Super Bowl champion in Joe Flacco. And in Baltimore, they drafted Lamar Jackson. Eventually, he would take over for Flacco week 10 a season ago. So Flacco out. Well, the Broncos said, we still think he has some time left in his career. They bring him in for some stability at quarterback, something that they really haven't had in Denver since the departure of Peyton Manning after their victory in Super Bowl 50. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Dips everything into some salsa and eats it. Okay, sure, Joey.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsay. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Play action, Flacco. He's got a man, it's Sutton, that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton up last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. And Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin. On 2nd down now, it's Lindsay, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Flacco's throw there complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Flacco on the give to Lindsay. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run forward with Lindsay. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Well, unfortunately,
this is
unable to achieve
hard,
the results
dude.
you're looking for. But
I got to score 2 touchdowns in 1 short quarter.
So 1st and 10 now
boy.
from the 30. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way in.
Well, there's one.
Cleveland.
But I got to get it back.
Christian McCaffrey, 70 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one is way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, a former Blue Hen out of Delaware. It's Joe Flacco.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down.
A pass for
Oh, there we go.
Intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. To try again after the sack. Roethlisberger caught right side. It's Lewis. That second down play nets a -4.
What?
And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys,
Wow.
you're energized. Executed
Wow.
well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Denver
That was
offense
insane.
at the line, ready to
Nothing
go.
worked.
They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel.
Okay, we got it.
Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And that does it for this Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You did it. You defeated it. Congratulations. We'll see you next
Oh,
time.
yeah. All right. Well, we got it. Oh, it was this one we were on. Okay. The kick 3 or more field goals. Okay, this is what we were on. Crap. Well, I redid that one for nothing, I guess. Oh, well. I've been wondering where this challenge was. I forgot completely where it was, and this is where it is. So I got to kick 3 or more field goals during the half. So I gotta play carefully. And I think I'm gonna do this one on easy. Reason being is this is hard to set up. If you're a blind person, you kind of have to play the system. Since we don't know where the field goal option is, you have to just play the system a little bit. There's going to be some times where you're going to see me intentionally go backwards. If I could do good on a run, for instance, I have to go backwards to try to get that field goal range and stay there.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu.
And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Look at this, middle of the field.
Oh! I couldn't stop it.
Cleveland. Christian McCaffrey, 40 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly against, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Derek Carr is set and ready to roll as he leads the Raiders out onto the field. Carr in his 6th season, 28 years of age, former 2nd-round pick back in 2014. And a lot of people feel this is a critical season for Derek Carr as a Raider. Remember, there were whispers that the Raiders might be in the market for a QB in the draft, even contemplated maybe making a run at Kyler Murray, but in the end, they stood pat with Derek Carr, hoping that he's the long-term answer. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down. On play action, it's Carr. And his throw is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. This is Crowell on the catch. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something.
We got it back.
There's nothing available there for him.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. Just bowling over tacklers. And some room to maneuver. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
And it is still early, just the 1st quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Okay, now we got to go back a little bit. We have to go back a little bit.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call it a loss of 14 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't
No,
fooled.
we went intentionally backwards, and the defense wasn't fooled.
Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Roethlisberger to throw.
Oh my God. I can't win. I can't win.
Mercedes Lewis there to make the grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough, they couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
So what I did was I didn't press the button to try to catch it, but he still caught it.
It comes out to the 25-yard line. Oakland Raiders offense coming back onto the field here.
I was hoping for an
Last week
incomplete.
kicked off their final season in Oakland with a victory against Denver. And after all that Antonio Brown noise, good of them to rally and start off 1-0.
Fantastic of them to rally and start off 1-0. And as you mentioned, their last season in Oakland before moving to Las Vegas. It is the NFL's 100th year of football, and it's the Raiders' 60th year as a franchise. So a lot of milestones, the biggest one being John Gruden's team comes out in week 1 with a victory. Knock on wood if you're with me.
No, the challenge is that I'm supposed to kick 3 field goals in the first half. I have to win the game, but I also have to kick 3 field goals. So that's why when I get close, I was intentionally going backwards to try to make sure I stayed in field goal range, but didn't get a touchdown. That's how I'm managing this, because I don't know where the actual field goal option is. And I don't know, like, if you can try for a field goal at any point by choosing the right option in the play calling screen. And even if you can, I don't know where that is. So I'm trying to play the system a little bit by just trying to stay within field goal range.
And then now they get Kansas City at home. A tough start to the schedule. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. Carr going to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play-action sack. Fights through, and now a crease. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And with the day he's having, as we look at some of these highlights, maybe he wants to duplicate this pregame meal next week.
Whatever it is, guaranteed he will ask for the exact same thing each and every week as long as he continues to run like that. Sometimes it's that simple, partner.
Yeah. And you know how superstitious these guys can be.
Oh, there's no doubt, right? If you put your left sock on first and you have this kind of game, you'll keep doing it. In this case, let's investigate that pregame meal. We might need some of that.
Yeah, right. It's working. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. Gets through, and now an opening. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
28-yard line, okay.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Now Roethlisberger. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind.
And they get to it with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Oh,
On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil.
I have failed. Okay.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty...
There's not enough time for me to possibly do this now. So let's restart.
Restart. Entering. Restart game. Entering. Restart game. Pop-up. Are you sure you want to restart the game? Restarting will lose all current progress. No.
Alright.
So the Browns offense ready to go on first down and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Still good. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. Bit of a haymaker right after the starting bell, Charles. One play on the ground, and you're already on the other side of the 50.
I like how you went boxing there. Essentially went from the weigh-in to walking into the ring, being introduced, and firing away. Big shot early.
It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle. On the ground, McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Joy, lurk away, my friend.
Report on him is that he
Do that mom thing.
Eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Shakes off the sag. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And now Oakland ready to take the...
This is really hard to set up.
Entering.
It's really hard to set up.
Challenge goal. / restart. Entering. / quit game. Restart game. Yes.
And the offense readies for a first down and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Over the middle to Beckham. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And down to the 28-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, It's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. This is McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. That's complete, right around the 8. And he'll take it.
I swear to God.
Entering pause screen resume.
Use the what? Oh, use the chokehold. I swear, I'm actually trying to fail, and I'm succeeding. What? What?
Into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
You know what I think we need to do?
Entering
I
instant replay. Game stats, depth chart, challenge play, medical center, settings.
I think we need to play this at a higher difficulty.
Medical center.
I think that's what it is.
Challenge play. Custom audibles. Custom settings.
Where'd it go? Oh, there it is.
Challenge exit game. Yes, exit to menu.
I think we need to play this at a higher difficulty. To make sure it happens. To make sure that if I... that it won't like... I think I did it on easy because it's a hard challenge to do in the first place. But I think it's actually giving me too much on easy. Like, it's just giving me too much. Like, my team is good enough.
Screen, you have 5 options. First solo win of the day is entering new items screen 125 coins. Entering challenge entering the next level seat. Not in my house. Cash winning. Amped up
through the uprights is what this is called.
Through the uprights sequence setup you have 10 options. Easy is selected.
We'll go with normal.
Play solo.
This might be easier on normal because the game won't just give me so much freedom. Hopefully.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another ultimate challenge on EA Sports. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey.
Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
Okay, Coach, we get this challenge started in the first quarter with less than 4 minutes left on the clock. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. Evades the tackler and now some space. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Here's McCaffrey. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah,
okay, there's one field goal of 3 that I need.
They come in bunches.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch Derek Carr grow as a pro. When he was a rookie, they tried to game plan around him so that he didn't have too much responsibility. Now, I don't think they can heap enough things on his shoulders because they know he can handle them.
This is the former Jet and Brown, Isaiah Crowell. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, second down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That's on the Raiders' big money man, the free agent tackle Trent Brown. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Throwing his car on 3rd down.
Dang it.
He's got a man. It's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Give him 32.
Great. Give me the ball back. Whatever, however you... Oh, wait, I have to win the game. I have to win the game.
Down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Crowell. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. On 2nd down and 4. Carr. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
Well, this isn't good.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A 1st down carry now for Crowell. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Hey, thank you for the host, Ironman 6009. Thank you, my friend.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. Field goals all we've had so
I'm doing pretty good, my friend.
3-3 now as the kick
Excited
is
about my trip in 2 days off to California to do the thing I was born to do.
Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders.
Oh, it's going to be fun. I have no doubt about that.
Season, I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll be taken down at the 18. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
First grab for Fitzgerald. He's got a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Dang it.
Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquise
I don't know, guys. This is hard.
Entering pause.
This is hard. We will keep trying, though. I think we'll definitely try it at least a couple more times. But I think it's going to end this first stream. I'm gonna have to restart. I don't have time I don't have enough time in the game, I should say, to complete this challenge. I only have 1 field goal. I need 3. No way in 2 minutes. No way. Unless I get an interception and got really lucky. But I don't know. It's gonna be tough. No matter what the deal is, it's gonna be tough to do. But we'll try again on the 2nd stream of Madden. Oh snap! Hold up. We have some. Oh, I did it again. Hang on. I always forget to open stream labels. I'm a terrible streamer. Stream labels is important. Open it every time. Nick Play 5, thank you for the follow, my friend. Welcome to the content. I'm sorry I'm about to end the stream, but I will be back at 7 Eastern for a 2nd stream of Madden 20. And we'll be trying some more Ultimate Team stuff. I'll be retrying this challenge, for one thing. And seeing if we can actually maybe complete it. Man, it's a tough one. It's a real tough one. But hopefully we can get it done somehow. I really wish I knew how to manually go for a field goal early. I don't care what the commentators say about it. I want to do it. Dang it. Alright. For now, do check out the Breakdown Walls crew. You're all welcome to join us there at breakdownwalls.net/discord or !discord right here in the chat. And of course, listen to the Breakdown Walls podcast, of which there will be no episode this week, unfortunately, but there's plenty of good content there at breakdownwalls.net/podcast. Alright. Let's go find someone to raid and get out here for this first stream. Let's see. Let's see who's online. Who shall we raid today? I'm gonna raid Literal Nothing. Literal Nothing is a guy that I found. I think he is. I think he's part of Team Spock. I believe is how I found him. I think. And I found him playing Final Fantasy XIV, and I think he's pretty new to streaming overall. But I like him. He was a fun conversation. So let's give him a raid. He's playing Code Vein right now, which is a newer game. So. Alright, thank you guys for sticking around for the raid. And I will see you guys tonight at 7 Eastern for more Madden 20.